Welcome inside the Irwin Center on the campus of the University of Texas for today's Big 12 SEC matchup between the 8th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols and number 21, Texas. Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Brenda Van Langen along with Debbie Antonelli. And even though Texas has 2 losses, both of them were to ranked teams on the road. They get this opportunity today at home. And Debbie, Tennessee would love nothing better than to get a win today before they go on the road to Waco on Tuesday.
Over the history of this rivalry, they've been great games. This is the kind of game that not just the players circle on the calendar, I circle on mine because I can't wait to get to this part of the season to watch these two play.
Well, this is always a great matchup. And as you look at the rosters today, Tennessee comes in here with a veteran lineup, but they are led by a freshman from Texas, Megan Simmons.
This is a team that won 32 games last year, and the freshman Megan Simmons has infused their offense. She's flashy, she's fast in the open court, and she can fill it up. She leads Tennessee in scoring as a freshman. 3 times this year, she's been over 20 points. She's been fantastic. She gets them up tempo. It's terrific balance to the size they have on the inside.
And Texas, also a veteran team, has gotten great scoring from a freshman as well, and she's from the state of Tennessee.
Texas has 5 players in double figures, and Chastity Fusel has been one of those freshmen that has followed along the simple plan that Gail Gestencourse has put in play. Shoot it when you're open, drive it when you can read the D, take advantage of what you have on the floor, and score in the open court. And Chastity Fusel was prepared to come in here to play that kind of role on the offensive end of the floor. She's been fantastic, and this is a very perimeter-oriented Texas offense going against a post-dominated Tennessee defense.
Pat Summit and Gail Gestencourse, when their teams face up, they are 6-6. The tiebreaker today, Tennessee, Texas, coming up next.
It's our most anticipated event of the year, Nissan's year-end sales event, delivering holiday offers on Nissan quality, fuel efficiency, versatility. Get 0% financing on Altima for 60 months or get $1,275 total savings on Rogue. Hurry, event ends soon. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your local Nissan dealer today and bring innovation home for the holidays.
You're doing great, honey.
Lisa, do you have proof of car insurance?
Pulse rate is increasing, Doctor.
Lisa?
Okay, no, I don't have car insurance.
Car insurance?
Look, we're gonna need you to step out of the stirrups and away from the gurney, man.
Life without car insurance getting to you?
Did you see those 2 policemen?
Policeman?
Better call us. 1-800-SAFE-AUTO. State minimum coverage, maximum savings.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, where the crowd has gathered. They are still buzzing about the Texas volleyball wins and advancing to their 3rd straight Final Four. But today is all about women's hoops. And Gail Gestencourse and the Texas Longhorns hosting the Tennessee Lady Vols. Last year's matchup, Tennessee won in Knoxville. 2 years ago, Texas won on their home court. As we tip it up and get things going in Austin.
Texas starting out in their man-to-man defense. We might see some zone, but expect this to be the majority of their D.
Simmons tries to get things going, and the offensive board, Strickland not playing the point guard position, now getting on the boards more for Tennessee. the winning strategies for Tennessee to come in here for a win.
They've got to dominate the middle of the floor. They have to dictate with their depth and use their post size to their advantage on both ends of the floor. Keep Texas out of the middle of the floor is also a part of dominating the middle of the floor because they're very good off the bounce.
The steal for Texas, number 10 in the NCAA right now in steals per game. And then the turnover as Simmons goes the other way for Tennessee and right to the rim.
Simmons is fast in the open floor when she's given time and space. She's very difficult to deal with, and right away, Tennessee picks up in their 2-2-1. I think this is a good strategy by Tennessee to try to make Texas execute their offense and keep them on the perimeter.
Ashley Gale against Glory Johnson, gets it to go.
That's one of my winning strategies for Texas. Score on the backside of pressure. They will have opportunities. They're going to have to make some jump shots today.
Now Texas bringing the trapping pressure, extending their defense.
Texas showing zone second possession on a made basket.
2 missed three-pointers here early for Tennessee, and Texas igniting the break. Anderson with the offensive foul, though. Shakina Strickland drawing the charge.
And for Texas, their winning strategies, we've already seen them score their first basket on the backside of pressure, scoring over the top. Create 100 possessions. Now, that's very difficult to do, and I don't think Gail Gessencourt, she didn't tell me that. This is my key. I think if they can make the game fast, not have the shot clock become a factor, play off the bounce, play in space, they'll have a better chance of neutralizing Tennessee's size.
Texas has had to go to this strategy this year with Cokie Reed with the foot injury early. And the big rebound there as we go the Texas way. But Cokie Reed with the injury in preseason had to make Texas scrap all of their plans for the season and really go with that up-tempo because they would be oversized or they would be undersized in all their matchups.
And Marie Hartung, a freshman inside, is one of their post players who's not available today with the virus. She's not even here. So Ashley Gale is going at it alone at 6'4" on the inside, and Tennessee will counter with 8 players that are over 6 feet tall.
There's a good look at Cokie Reed, sophomore from Waco, Texas. They're looking forward to having an offense around the 6'5" center. Williams pops the jumper for Tennessee.
Nice job of attacking the pressure, getting to the elbow. Defenses are designed to keep you out of the middle of the floor. That's exactly where you want to go with the basketball, right to where that Big 12 symbol is in the middle of the lane. Texas shows some half-court pressure. Put it on the bounce, get to the middle of the floor. There is no one on Tennessee's team that can create an open jump shot for themselves better than Kamiko Williams. She has gone from the doghouse to the penthouse this season. She went from hardly any playing time to now a starter.
Averaging 9 points a game for Tennessee. Feazell can't get it to go from long range, and one and done for Texas.
Feazell was the first player out to warm up for Texas, and I had a chance to talk to her. She's a little bit nervous for this game, as you would expect. It's a big-time team playing on your home court. First time Texas has had a ranked team in the building this year. Plus, it's your home state, Tennessee.
Troy, Tennessee is the hometown for Chastity Feazell. She's averaging 15 points on the game, but she actually was suspended from the UT Pan American game on Wednesday for poor decisions off the court. Back in the starting lineup today. Big rebound by Williams and put back.
No size on the front line, and Texas going mainly with 4 guards because Kat Nash is really a perimeter player. You got to have everybody board it.
Fontenette goes for the steal and gives Williams an easy one. 6 points now for Williams. Timeout, Texas.
Timeout, Texas.
Tennessee off to a 6-point lead here in the early going. Taking advantage of getting it to the rim.
Weak side rebounding, terrific read by Kamiko Williams. She's got a couple of baskets early for Tennessee. Pat Summit has had such great success. 8 national championships. 19 times they've won 30 or more games, including last season. And this is a team that traditionally plays one of the toughest schedules in the country. So coming on the road here and then Tuesday at Baylor. It's an exciting part of their schedule because it's going to be a Final Four-like experience, taking your team on the road against another ranked team with Texas right now at 21.
On the road here in Austin today, at Waco on Tuesday. You mentioned the 8 national championships, her first one in this building, in the Irwin Center in 1987. Kat Nash pulls up her first jumper and gets it to go down.
Scoring on the backside of pressure. Again, over the top, wide open jump shot. That's what Texas is going to have to do to win the game today, because Tennessee is going to change up their defensive look all game.
Fazell gets on the floor. Glory Johnson ripping it away. Possession arrow in favor of Texas as Kat Nash scoring out of the timeout for Texas.
Looks down the floor, eyes to the rim, and Nash on the skip pass all the way into the corner. Little pump fake and a basket. See, Kat Nash has to continue to work without the basketball. They've got to find her perimeter shot today.
Tennessee pushing ahead in transition, leading by 4. Simmons with the shot from the corner.
Simmons does not need a whole lot of space to get her shot off.
Shooting 36% from three-point range, leading the Lady Vols in scoring. Fontenette splits the defenders, can't get it to go. Gale, the leading rebounder for Texas.
That's a big-time weak side board. Maintains her strong pivot. Ashley Gale has to play big and has to play extended minutes today.
Gets another, can't hold on, but the foul on Strickland. Texas drawing within 5 here in the opening moments. Fontenette with the miss, but Ashley Gale strong on the backside. 15:41 to go.
The online store at Big12Sports.com is the #1 stop to get Big 12 merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the Big 12 gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Big 12 gear, head to the online store at Big12Sports.com.
Over the past 12 years, 2,500 athletes have attempted the Ninja Warrior course. Only 3 have ever succeeded. But now, the question is asked, can any American conquer the course? American Ninja Warrior continues Wednesday at 7, only on G4.
Can I help you?
This car's kind of rough.
It's just been broken in.
With a sledgehammer? Do you guarantee this truck?
I guarantee to get you home if you live 3 blocks away. I'm going to clean cars. You kids are killing my business.
Good. Come to Clean Cars, where we don't judge you on your credit.
We are Black Force. We are Sports Out.
The 8th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols take the early lead here in Austin, Texas. Texas infusing a lot of new talent into the lineup.
This is a talented young group that fits right into the system that Gail Gestencourse wants to play. 3 guards and a post player, Anne-Marie Hartung, we mentioned, not available today due to a virus. She was in the hospital, and thankfully she's out of the hospital and feeling better. But Chastity Fuzell is a fantastic guard, as somebody who can score off the bounce, has 3-point range. And Tiffany Moore really has been hurt the early part of her career as a McDonald's All-American, missed the first 3 games, did not play in the Texas Pan Am game for violation of team rules. So she's over on the bench dressed in sweats. Maybe we'll see her today. You don't mess around with Gail Gestencourse. She's one of the more disciplined coaches. Carol Ekman Award winner, which is for character and integrity, so she's constantly teaching.
A message sent to a couple of starters who did not start on Wednesday. Yvonne Anderson and Ashley Gale did not start on Wednesday for losing their composure in the Michigan State game. As you mentioned, a couple of freshmen being suspended from the UT Pan American game. With the shot clock winding down, Vols gets the jumper in the lane.
Vols doing a great job of attacking the hip of the defender.
Williams puts it on the floor, kicks out. Simmons for three. Can't get that one to go.
Alicia Brewer getting her first minutes in a Tennessee uniform this season. Pat Summitt goes 10 deep at 10+ minutes.
Kat Nash with the three ties the game up. Run for Texas. Bjorklund pulls the trigger, stops the run.
Back-to-back triples, and now we're starting to heat it up. I'm expecting a high-scoring game. Tennessee averages 79, Texas averages 98 at home.
Bass coming off a 29-point game. Hits the side of the backboard, and a 3-on-1 break for the Lady Vols.
This is where Tennessee's depth can wear on you. 3-on-1 with numbers. It's hard for Texas to keep up the defensive pressure when they don't have a lot of bodies. They may just play. They're dressed 8. That's all. They got 3 players that could come off the bench today. Nice ball fake by Fontenette.
That looked like an afterthought shot from Gale.
It will always be an afterthought from the high post for Ashley Gale.
Out to Strickland. Gets the high post to roll in.
I think Texas looks fatigued right now.
The answer for Tennessee, the 5-0 answer after Texas had tied it at 11.
Tennessee showing zone.
Bass. Fazell with the offensive board. Out of control in the lane, no foul called. Tennessee pushing. Kat Nash looking ahead for Texas, gets it to the middle of the court. Nash for three.
That's where Ashley Gale has to be careful about not picking up a foul. Chastity Fazell staying after it offensively. Good hustle. Part of the reason why she's a crowd favorite here in Austin.
Bass with the offensive foul.
And Angie Bjorklund and we all could see that coming. You got to play the game off 2 feet, and that's something that a young player will learn.
Fifth turnover for Texas.
Into the game for the Hornets, number 12, Yvonne Anderson returns for Chelsea Bass.
Lauren Avant for Tennessee in the lineup since the first game of the year. Number 12 there with the ball. Gets it deflected out of bounds. In the opener, she played, but then injured her ankle on November 14th, so she's available for the first time. You mentioned earlier Alicia Brewer available for the first time. The first game all year for Tennessee that they have their full contingent of players available. Fontenette in traffic.
See, Gail Guest, of course, won't mind that decision-making because she's trying to push tempo against Tennessee. Fontenette is going to go until someone stops her. No one gets their shoulders in front of her and squares up, so she takes it all the way to the basket.
Fazell. And the three-pointers not falling for Texas. A turnover on Vicky Baugh. The fourth turnover for Tennessee.
The ball looking for Simmons for the outlet pass, and Simmons wasn't looking for her. So instead of turning it over for a steal, sometimes you just got to take one for the team.
Tennessee's only loss on the year, the final game at the Paradise Jam in the Virgin Islands to Georgetown, a team that really sped up the tempo against them. Great pass.
Running rim to rim, Vicky Baugh right to the cup. Nice find by Simmons. 2-3 zone by Tennessee.
Texas has missed their last 9 shots from the field.
They have no back to the basket play right now. Everything's off the bounce. And that is a contested jump shot that Vols just attempted.
Tennessee getting the transition game rolling, taking a 9-point lead here with 11:38 to go in the first half.
I had no idea you wrote.
So who are your influences?
The mom who wrote Twilight.
There's a guy who claims he has the secret to the Bermuda Triangle.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Gulliver's Travels.
You got me in the diaper and the dress. I'm not doing tea time with you. Tea time for tea!
Rated PG in 3D.
It's the Pep Boys Holiday Savings Event. Get a Castrol GTX do-it-yourself oil change, just $13.99. That's 5 quarts and filter, just $13.99. Through Sunday, get holiday deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Get a 10-piece garage kit, just $59. Get half off a 12-volt mini air compressor. You pay just $20. Or get a Peak Jump Start for only $14.98 each.
Pep Boys does everything for less.
10 years ago, drugs and alcohol almost killed me. I tried getting sober using the 12 steps, but I failed miserably, and I hated being labeled an addict and an alcoholic.
In desperation, I created this non-12-step program that saved my son's life.
I'm 10 years sober because of the program in this book. It worked for me, and it can work for you.
Order my book, and you could be sober for the holidays.
Call 888-THE-CURE or go to passagesmalibu.com.
Make this moment count.
Tennessee leading by 9 in the first half, and Texas, as we've mentioned, a very perimeter-oriented team, not shooting well from the outside today, but that's something they really count on from Kat Nash.
Now all of a sudden there's going to be a post player on her, which they're not quite as comfortable defending out at the three-point line. So we're going to try and take advantage and help her get more threes off this year than ever before. And I've already told her, anytime you see any daylight at the three, you shoot it. I don't care what the shot clock says, you have the green light. And I've told her teammates as well, if Kat's open at the three, I expect the ball to be in her hands, and I expect her to shoot it.
To find Kat Nash is off a dribble penetration, get a piece of the paint, a kick, or the other time is in transition. She is going to stop at the three-point line. She's not going to go all the way to the rim, and that's Ashley Fontenette's job, to know who to get it to, when, and where. The 3 W's of a good point guard.
Texas on the inbound play after the foul before the timeout. Held ball, possession arrow, Tennessee.
Texas looking to extend their pressure again. Dead balls, made baskets. We've seen Gail Gistron, of course, change it up quite a bit.
And that was something Georgetown had success with when they beat Tennessee, forcing 29 turnovers in Tennessee's only loss.
Oh, 2 terrific defensive plays by Ashley Gale. The tip and then the block.
On the run, off dribble penetration, Kat Nash.
That's what I'm talking about. A piece of the paint, fill behind, terrific execution. That's what you call running a secondary break.
8 points now for Nash. Simmons takes it at the rim. Another defensive play by Ashley Gale.
Without being in foul trouble, Ashley Gale will get more aggressive as the game goes on. The tip, the deflection, then the block. Next trip down, she erases anything in the paint. It's a terrific defensive job. That's what she's supposed to do. Block shots, play D, and rebound. That's what she's good at.
Nash on the baseline. Double figures now for Kat Nash.
Kat Nash understands that she has to score, and she has to seek offense.
Into traffic, Avant.
If Nash falls, that's a charge. She was in terrific position. Now she sets up her ability from outside the arc. So you get a little pump fake. Shakina Strickland comes flying by. Terrific read of the defense and a smart basketball play by Nash.
4 of 5 from the field early is Nash. Bjorklund stops the run for Texas.
Well, for Tennessee, it would be fantastic if Angie Bjorklund could shake the shooting slump that she's been out of and get back on track. She's off to a terrific start early.
With her three-pointer earlier, she tied Kara Lawson on the Tennessee three-point chart. Just 10 behind Shauna Crossley now as Feazell lines it up. Good offensive rebounding in the early going for the Longhorns.
Quick release off the scramble. Great skip. Nash sets her feet. You give her that much time, she's going to make you pay.
13 of the 19 points for the Longhorns from Kat Nash.
Now Bjorklund starting to heat it up too, so here we go. This could be really fun. Two of the best shooters in the entire country starting to light it up.
Back and forth, Bjorklund and Kat Nash. Gale dips it off inside.
I don't think I've ever seen Ashley Gale make that kind of move off the bounce. She has really improved some in her junior year.
Fontenette can't get the steal, but tipped out of bounds. Stays Tennessee ball.
Gail Geston, of course, his scrappy little team has hung in there because Tennessee comes off the bench and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Bjorklund, one of the best shooters in the game, will go down as one of the best shooters in the history of college basketball. You've got to have a defensive presence, and then on the offensive end, you've got to be a threat. Look at the little leave right there by Gale, like a point guard dropping it off for Fontenette.
Gale doesn't have a lot of assists, but that's her eighth assist on the season.
Well, because Ashley Gale doesn't demand a double. No one plays her with a double. They play her behind and force her to make points over the top. So I wouldn't expect she will have a lot of assists for Texas this year.
Yvonne Anderson picks up her second foul for Texas and heads to the bench.
I've watched Tennessee a lot this year, and those are the kind of shots that I think, boy, that shot selection is terrible. And then I look over at Pat Summitt, and she's very patient because she knows the plus side that Megan Simmons brings.
Corey Johnson commits the foul on the shot, sending Chelsea Bass to the free throw, or I'm sorry, yes, Chelsea Bass to the free throw line.
Bass with an offensive rebound. Texas is really hustling. They have to get every 50-50 ball. They've got to work for every possession. They got to keep the pace where it is. This is a fast-paced game right now. And you say, okay, Tennessee's got all this depth. When do they wear them down? Well, Texas only can play this way. They cannot get stuck in a quarter-court offensive game with Tennessee. It's their best chance to win.
Yeah, they just don't have the size. Violation on the inline. I didn't know if Dee Kantner was going to call that or not.
Pat Summitt wanted a timeout, and Glory Johnson got confused. She says, oh, Coach Summitt wants timeout. Oops, whoops. No, that's the right call by the officials.
Pat Summitt signaling that she wanted the timeout.
Unless Cameron Inouye, who was in the C position, saw a timeout before the violation. That's what the officials are coming together to talk about.
Texas ball on the baseline. No timeout granted. The trigger inbounds for Texas. Fresh shot clock. And it gets away from Fontenette. That's 8 turnovers now for Texas. We're in the Irwin Irwin Center on the campus of the University of Texas as Tennessee leads by 3 here in the first half of play. And the turnover unforced for Tennessee. That's their 6th.
Pat Summitt's team usually likes to overpower with some size on the inside. We haven't seen Kelly Kane yet, their 6'6" center. But she gives them a terrific high-low game, and that's something that they may want to consider to have some sort of presence and take advantage of their size. Because right now, neither team has established any back-to-the-basket play. It's all about the guards, and I like it that way.
That has led to Tennessee up 25-22, 7:57 in the first half.
Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
Nice laptop.
It's for my little guy. He loves to play online.
Then add Xfinity, and your boy will have fast internet speeds.
Perfect. Oh, hide it. Here he comes.
Hey there, little man.
Oh,
Mom.
Make your gift even better with Xfinity Internet. Experience fast speeds so you can download music and upload pictures easily. Right now, get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months. So bring joy to your toys. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Let me tell you about Beth. Beth suffered a serious neck injury in a car accident that wasn't her fault. She found herself facing huge medical bills. All she wanted was fair compensation from the insurance company. But all she got was a runaround. That's when Beth called us for help, and her needs became our priority.
Get a lawyer and get it done. Call Hughes & Coleman, 1-800-489-6000.
We fought for Beth, and we'll fight for you.
Welcome back to Austin, Texas, where Tennessee leads by 3. Pat Summitt, the legendary Pat Summitt, got her first national championship right here in the Irwin Center in 1987. And there's the facts.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that Pat Summitt went to 7 Final Fours before she finally won. And along the way, rebounding and defense and discipline never changed. 100% of her players have graduated. And the thing that's most impressive to me, there's 8 national championships. Of course, that's impressive. But in 37 years, she has averaged 29 wins. 29 wins every year.
Amazing.
It's incredible what she's done. She gives back to the university. She gave the university $600,000 back in 2008, and Pat Summitt's got a lengthy, very nice contract. And in 1974, when she started, she made $8,000. Now she makes $1.5 million.
Cost of living increase.
I don't even think they have state tax in Tennessee.
You know, and when you talk about all those victories and all she's been able to accomplish, averaging 29 wins a year, 47% of the teams that they've played have been ranked. Year in and year out, the toughest schedules in the country.
Now remember, coming off the timeout before in the break, I was talking about extending their pressure, coming up with some more aggressive D, so be ready to go back door and take advantage of, or go off the bounce and attack their pressure.
Texas hasn't been able to hit from three-point range besides Nash, but Feazell gets the perimeter and then creates the turnover.
You have to know, and Gail Guest, of course, knows this well because she's had 6 wins and 6 losses against Pat Summitt. You've got to welcome the pressure. You've got to invite it, and then you got to attack it and take advantage of it. And they have done that on the backside of Tennessee's pressure. Now Tennessee's going back to their quarter court man.
The foul by Strickland.
That's what I'm talking about. They're overplaying. They're up the line. They're going for steals. There you see a shove in the back. You shouldn't complain when it's right in front of the official.
It's hard to make your case. 5 team fouls now for Tennessee. Fresh shot clock for Texas. Fontenette.
Yeah, see, that's a tough jumper. Plus, Ashley Gale is not anywhere near the boards to rebound. They've had uncontested looks against Tennessee.
Last 4 possessions for Tennessee, 3 turnovers, 1 missed shot. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Getting a stance.
Bjorklund able to get by Fontenette.
And that's what Angie Bjorklund continues to add to her game, the mid-range jumper.
Another jump ball, Texas possession. Bjorklund now with 10 points for Tennessee.
Bjorklund with the shot clock running down. You got to make a play. You need a bailout, and your senior, who's one of the best three-point shooters in the country, goes off the bounce.
Foul was called on Texas.
Well, you got a Final Four officiating crew here today with Cameron Inouye and Lisa Mattingly and Dee Kantner. They all have been at the Final Four many times.
The foul is on Chelsea Bass for Texas, their 4th team foul. Johnson powers up.
Nice job by Manning to get inside the Texas defense. You can't let Manning go off the bounce. You got to make her score outside. That's personnel. That's knowing the scout.
And Manning picks up the foul on Fizel's shot.
On the drive, Tennessee's timing on the duck-in is perfect. Look at Glory Johnson. Get inside, hold position against Nash, maintain that contact, and then power her way up to the rim. Had a conversation with Chastity Fizel today before the game. She was the first Texas player out to warm up.
Jenny Moshak helping Tabor Spaney. Looks like a bloody nose. Stoppage in play. Tennessee's gathering around their coaching staff. Gail Gestencourt is going to take the opportunity to talk to her troops.
I'll go back to my story on Fizel because she was the first player out here to warm up and shoot. And while she was out here, I asked her about this game. Obviously, she was a little bit nervous going against Tennessee, her home state. But she said, you know, there's a lot of people that doubted that I could play at this level. I've had a personal trainer that has worked with me, not just on strength and conditioning, but on my skill set, so that when I came to Texas, I would be ready to play. And she has done a fantastic job. She's got a strong upper body. She can handle contact. She understands how to attack the hip of a defender. She's got pretty good footwork on the perimeter, and she can stroke it. At the beginning of the season, she was leading the team in scoring. Since they've come up against some ranked teams, her scoring has dropped a little bit.
She had 5 straight games with double-digit points. She had 17 against Stanford, but she really struggled in that game against Michigan State. It looks like several drops of blood on the court having to be cleaned up.
See, when you're Tennessee and you got 9 high school All-Americans and you get your chance to play like Spaney does, she'll stick anything you want in your nose and make sure you get a chance to get some minutes. It's not like you asked to come out, because you come out, they might forget about you. There's so many of them down there on the bench.
She wants every opportunity. Of course, her sister, Shaylin Spaney, plays for Kansas State. Is not playing this year, out with a knee injury.
Texas will come with some soft pressure off these made free throws.
And Texas draws within 3.
Takes some time.
Fizel wanted to come up on the backside of that zone, couldn't get there quickly enough.
Glory Johnson seal the middle of the zone. She's open. And because she seals so hard, it allows Manning to flash. It's good execution.
12 points for Angie Bjorklund. Fontenette all the way to the rim for Texas.
See, Ashley Fontenette plays on a straight line. Point A to point B.
Bjorklund with another.
Somebody better find Bjorklund in transition, because she's in what you call the zone, and the only way you can define it is a superior focus right now to look for your shot.
15 points. 3 three-pointers for Bjorklund.
That is her second team foul, number 7. For Tennessee, number 52.
Here comes Kelly Kane.
For Alicia Manning.
As hot as Bjorklund has been, and now she's going to spread out that Texas defense. Now you strike with Kelly Kane in the middle. Someone who runs rim to rim at 6'6" and is very skilled once she gets 2 feet in the paint.
The foul was on Manning, sending Fontenette to the line.
All Texas needs to do is keep this thing 2, 3, 4 possessions. If they can keep it within that margin here to end the half, I think they would have some momentum going in.
Fontenette gets both free throws to close within 4.
Watch for the high-low game. Glory Johnson, an excellent passer from up there.
Powers that one in.
She is the quickest, most athletic player Pat Summitt has ever coached. That says a lot, considering you'd start talking about the All-Americans. Shamiqua Holsclaw or Tamika Catchings, just to name a couple.
Taking it in against Gale, who doesn't have any fouls yet in the first half.
Keep in mind, she'll continue to get more aggressive as the game goes on in her ability to block shots on the interior. But Ashley Gale also has shown the propensity to pick up 2 quick ones in a hurry.
Can't get that one to go, but the offensive rebound from Williams. Williams back in the lineup with 2 fouls. Bjorklund continues her dribble. What a move around to the opposite side of the rim.
Boy, she has been fantastic in the first half. Using screens, playing with a change of pace.
Right side cleared out for Feazell, and Bjorklund with some good defense.
Now she's making a defensive play. Angie Bjorklund, the hot hand for Tennessee. Change of pace, gets inside the D, uses the rim to shield the shot blocker Gale. Terrific. Next level kind of stuff.
And you know, when she can add that kind of defensive play to what she's doing on offense, that makes Pat Summitt very happy. As Feazell takes a seat on the bench for Texas. Shanice McCoy, number 42 for Texas, getting her first action of the day. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Anderson with it. Takes it right in at Kane and scores.
And Yvonne Anderson may be the most improved Texas player from last year to this year. That's not a good shot selection by Kamiko Williams.
On the run, Texas in transition. Draws within 4.
The Texas guards can play off the bounce.
Texas has not led in the first half. They tied it at 11. They've continued to draw near, but Tennessee has kept them at arm's length with shots like that. Anderson, there's that improvement.
Off the bounce, outside the arc. She's doubled her minutes and doubled her output.
Timeout, Tennessee, as the Longhorns draw within 3.
Talked about Ashley Fontenette, who Gail Gestencourse calls one of the best point guards in the country. Playing on a straight line, right to the basket until somebody stops her. Pull-up jumper. She sticks. She understands in transition. She's going to go until the defense stops her. You see two shoulders, you pull up and stick the jumper. You see one shoulder in front of you, you drive it to the hole. She learned that at Point Guard College. She's a graduate of Point Guard College. See, I got an honorary doctorate's degree from, I gave it to myself. I went to Point Guard College. I didn't get the full degree. I just got the honorary doctorate degree.
The honorary.
Yeah, they gave me an honorary degree.
I can see why that would be a good thing. You know, and Ashley Fontenette, triple-double on Wednesday. First triple-double for the Longhorns since Edwina Brown in 2000. Williams working on McCoy.
Keep in mind she's left-handed. Kane has not had a touch yet.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Spaney trying to get it up. Bjorklund before the clock. No rim. Shot clock violation. The great defensive play out of the timeout for Texas. They've drawn to within 3. 2:35 in the first half.
When they stand side by side, an athlete is an athlete, and only one thing separates them: the colors of their uniforms. The Big 12 Conference partners with Special Olympics because we share common values, like the spirit of competition, courage, and acceptance. The Big 12 Conference and Special Olympics, side by side in the game of life. It's not about being a man or a woman. It's about being an athlete and a student. Big 12 Conference female athletes are fierce competitors. They are gifted students. They are heroes in their communities. They define the word champions, both men and women. The Big 12 Conference.
A lot of people ask about Dan Patrick's success, but if you think about it, good hair, good pipes, a couple catchphrases, the whiff, and fuego, anybody could do that.
Like Lance Armstrong, that ball is gone.
Oh, man, did that really just happen? Ichi owie!
As pointy as an isosceles triangle.
Yep, it's that simple. Couple of catchphrases, nice haircut, you're good to go in this business.
Texas has drawn within 3 with 2:35 to go in the first half, and Texas celebrating the 25th anniversary of the national championship. Fran Harris, a member of that team, the leading scorer on the Texas team that year that beat USC in the final game, going to be our halftime guest. And coming up at the half, of course, Debbie will talk to both coaches. We'll have a discussion with Fran Harris to reflect back on that championship 25 years ago and see what she's doing now. And, of course, stats and highlights from this highly competitive first half of play.
Two of the best shooters in the country have done their jobs respectively. Angie Bjorklund, 17 first half points already in 17 minutes on 13 shots. Very efficient.
Out of the timeout, Tennessee extends the zone. Texas can't close to within 1 or to tie. Every time they've tried, Tennessee has kept them at bay.
There's Kane, 2 feet in the paint, 2 points at the rim. Kelly Kane had played a few minutes without a touch. Coming off the timeout, Tennessee gets the ball inside.
Kane plays limited minutes. They get her the ball as often as they can when she's in the game. Fazell takes it in traffic. No fear for the freshman, but it's knocked out of bounds.
And Kelly Kane is going to run rim to rim, literally, the main street of the floor. Right down Main Street. Rotation over on the dribble penetration. Good D inside by Kamiko Williams, makes 2 plays.
Knocks it right off the leg of Fazell. sets it up for Tennessee.
Well, there are 3 players involved on the ball that time defensively for Texas.
Inside out to Bjorklund, and again.
You just got to get a hand in her face. That's 20 first half points for Bjorklund. In the last 2 games, she's only scored 23. And she's got 20 in the first half.
And in that defense, Texas not finding her, collapsing inside and not getting a hand on Bjorklund. Hard to believe. Glory Johnson up top, but the great hustle play from Fontenette.
And Glory Johnson, I've seen her attempt a dunk already this year. She's not stepping off a dunk right here. She's just trying to score a layup. That's a terrific defensive play. Great hustle by Fontenette. That's the kind of scrappy hustle you got to have. Kelly Kane's going to go to the bench. She didn't look so good coming off the floor either.
Pretty gimpy. Another hustle play for Texas. Can't get it. Glory Johnson just powers it in and draws the foul. The first foul by Ashley Gale.
Is her first team foul number 5.
Ashley Gale's defensive instincts are to block shots. See, Glory Johnson plays off 2 feet. That's why she's able to maintain her balance and get to the rim. You play off 1 foot right there, that could have been a charge that Gale could have drawn, but she's not going to draw charges. She's going to block shots on the back row.
First free throws of the first half for Tennessee.
And Kelly Kane has been bothered by a sore back. She's had some knee issues, but she's playing without knee braces.
Glory Johnson gets 1 of 2. Johnson at the top of that pressure defense.
And Nash was open on the skip. See, that's where you got to understand. Once you break that first row of pressure and you get into the middle, which is exactly what you want to do, look for Nash. She's open in the other corner. Good defense. Great help inside.
1 minute to play in the first half here in Austin, and a great inbounds play to Fontenette.
Whoever's guarding the inbounder right there is supposed to take that angle away.
Simmons back with the banker.
Simmons is a competitor.
A turnover for Texas. .39 seconds to go as Tennessee has extended the lead to 9. That's ties with their largest lead. They had a 9-point lead with 11:59 to go. Could extend to double digits here. Inside out, covered better that time. Bjorklund can't get it to go. And Texas ball. .8 to go. 1 shot remaining for the Longhorns. Out to Kat Nash. Her first shot in a while goes and draws Texas within 6. Simmons can't get it to go, but Kat Nash with 16 points for the Longhorns draws them within 6 here at the half. Angie Bjorklund leading the way for Tennessee with 20 points. And Tennessee 48, Texas 42. Debbie standing by with Gail Gestencourt.
All right, Brenda, thank you, Coach. One of the things you were worried about was playing the game with pace. How do you think your tempo has been in the first half?
Overall, I think we did a good job. We just need to get some more ball reversals. When we reverse the ball, we're getting wide open looks. We're trying to do too much one-on-one on one side of the floor. It's too easy to defend.
How about Angie Bjorklund? Any defensive adjustment there?
I like guard her. That's going to be my one adjustment for the half is don't leave her. My God, I mean, 20 points. She's playing a great game, and we're not closing out on her at all.
Okay, Coach, thank you.
8 of 15 from the field is Bjorklund. 4 of 8 from three-point range. 20 points of the 48 for Tennessee. The 8th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols lead by 6. at the half.
In the next 60 seconds, we want you to qualify to be the next $50,000 home makeover winner. Pick up the phone and get ready to start dialing when the number appears on your screen. Call the number on your screen now, and we'll mail you a key. If your key opens the lock in your local Direct Buy Club, you'll be the next $50,000 home makeover winner. Operators are standing by, so call right now. Direct Buy Club has already awarded over $1 million, and someone is going to win the $50,000 home makeover. Why not you? If the phone number is blinking, the phone lines are now open. Call now to receive your key and an invitation to your local Direct Buy Club, where members can save thousands or more paying low direct from the source prices on big ticket items like kitchen cabinets, home furnishings, flooring, bathroom fixtures, and so much more. Call now and get your key to winning a $50,000 home makeover. Someone is going to win the $50,000 home makeover. Why not you?
Thursday, a 1-hour holiday special.
What is happening?
Sunny, Thursday at 10, only on FX.
Looking for a used car? Find thousands of local listings on vhix.com. Get used car prices from NADA and free Carfax vehicle history reports that tell you about a car's past to help you find the perfect ride. vhix.com, your online resource to find your ride.
Let me tell you about James. James suffered a traumatic brain injury after being hit by a tractor trailer. This injury is one he will struggle with for the rest of his life. He's facing a long, uncertain future of medical care. The insurance company pressured James to settle quickly and cheaply, so James called us for help.
Get a lawyer and get it done. Call Hughes & Coleman, 1-800-489-6000.
We fought for James, and we'll fight for you.
You're watching Sports South.
At the half here at the Irwin Center in Austin, Texas, where Tennessee leads Texas 48-42. I'm Brenda Van Lingen, and now joined by a very special guest, the leading scorer on that team 25 years ago that won the national championship here at Texas, Fran Harris. Has it really been 25 years?
You had to bring that up, right? It has been 25 years, which just amazes me that women's basketball has come so far since our perfect season in 1986.
You know, you were named All Southwest Conference All-Decade team, but you played with some of the best that ever played the game. Clarissa Davis, Andrea Lloyd, Cammie Etheridge, on and on. As you look back at that time when you played, what stands out the most to you?
Those sleeves on our jerseys. We've come a long way. You know, really I think about where women's basketball has come in terms of the speed of the game, the athleticism of the game. Everything has just been amazing. And the fan support as you travel around the country is just phenomenal. So I'm glad to see the growth in the sport.
As you look back at this footage from the 1986 against Cheryl Miller and USC, what do you remember most about that championship game?
We were on a mission, Brenda. You know, most people think that championship game started in Lexington, but it really started the season before when we lost at Western Kentucky. And I was so fortunate to be on a team of young women who just loved one another, who were committed to a singular goal and went out there and every single game just left it on the court.
You played for one of the legends of the game, of course, and Jody Conrad. As you think back on the influence she had on your life and the lives of so many others, what stands out the most to you about Jody?
What I love most about Jody is her leadership and the fact that we were more than just basketball players, that when we came to practice, it was about setting a good example not only for yourself and your teammates, but also for the community. And the way the city of Austin embraced us back then was just phenomenal, and it's good to see that they're still coming out.
And you have a big celebration planned. With this being the 25th anniversary this year, there's a lot going on to celebrate the national championship.
There is. I wrote a book many years after our championship, and we're going to reprise that and have a special edition for the 25th year with lots of good secrets, so you got to get a copy of it.
And I know you have done a lot of exciting things since you left here, the Tennessee. You know, I can't go through all of them, but one of the most exciting right now is the fact you're one of the finalists for the advisor guru for Good Morning America. How did that come about, and what's the status?
Well, ironically, my sister, Deborah, who's a therapist, someone sent the notice to her and said, this is for you, and she looked at it and said, actually, this is my sister. So 15,000 applicants applied for it, and we're down to the final 20, and I'm in the thick of things, so it's looking pretty good.
Well, congratulations and best of luck to you. It's so great to have you here, and so great to look back on the special year that this is with the 25th anniversary.
Thank you very much. Welcome.
Fran Harris, Brenda Van Lingen, halftime at the Irwin Center. Tennessee leads by 6.
It's more than wins or losses, more than a game. It's a life lesson, a lesson in courage, a lesson in humility, a lesson in respect. Big 12 Conference student athletes respect their opponents. They respect fans and officials. They respect the games they play. Respect. A word to live by for every athlete, for every fan, on every play, every day. The Big 12 Conference.
It's our most anticipated event of the year. Nissan's year-end sales event, delivering holiday offers on Nissan quality, fuel efficiency, versatility. Get 0% financing on Altima for 60 months or get $1,275 total savings on Rogue. Hurry, event ends soon. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your local Nissan dealer today. And bring innovation home for the holidays.
I won!
What? A winning lottery ticket? I'm out of here! Thanks for the cash, loser!
Hey, that's my ticket!
Go eat a lump of coal!
Be nice this year. Spread a little holiday magic. Give holiday instant games from the Georgia Lottery with top prizes of $750,000. They're the perfect gift.
The deal you love with the food you crave is back. O'Charley's 2 meals for $14.99. Enjoy our mouth-watering prime rib Philly or our hand-battered fish and chips, even our teriyaki sesame tilapia. All your favorites, any 2 for just $14.99. Or choose the one you love best for only $7.49. The deal you'll come back for again and again is back right where it belongs. 2 meals for $14.99. Only at O'Charley's.
Hi. Well, this is where it all starts at Regions, where we build each of our customers a better banking experience. Here, we're adding something new. We call it Regions Relationship Rewards. You tell them what that is, Bill?
It's a customer-centric aggregation tool that optimizes and increases account satisfaction.
What he means is, the more you bank with Regions, the more rewards you get. Right, Bill?
That's what I said.
Right. If you're ready for a bank that rewards you for your relationship today and down the road, switch to Regions.
Archer premieres Thursday, January 27th at 10, only on FX.
Top 25 women's basketball here in Austin, Texas, as the 8th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols lead by 6. And I'm Brenda Van Lingen along with Debbie Antonelli. And as you watch that first half and the back-and-forth nature and the great shooting and some good defense along the way, what stood out most to you?
Well, I think that Tennessee's lack of an interior presence with their back to the basket, I really expected their dominance to be on the interior. But for Texas, they've stayed in this game because of their great guard play. They've been fantastic off the bounce. They've taken advantage in transition. They are tough to guard. Tennessee's weakness is their lateral ability to protect against the dribble drive. And when Texas gets to the middle of their defense or on the backside of their pressure, they've been able to have open jump shots. And Kat Nash has been terrific. She is finding herself open. She's working without the ball. They're looking for her in transition. She's got 16 points in the first half, and she's 4 for 6 outside the arc. On the other side, Tennessee's got the lead because of their guard play. Simmons and Bjorklund have combined for 29 points. What Tennessee will need to do here in the second half is to get inside, go off the bounce, attack the paint, get Kane established, get Shakina Strickland involved on the offensive end. They've got a lot of athletes, they've got a lot of weapons. It can't just be all Bjorklund and Simmons, because I'm going to tell you right now, Gail Gestencourse is going to take Bjorklund out in the second half. Tennessee's going to have to find another way. Tennessee on the road shooting 51% here in the Irwin Center. They've got great balance. They've shot the three ball well. They are actually trailing on the glass, and that will be the first thing that Pat Summit will look at on the stat sheet. So we're in for a terrific second half. Bjorklund and Nash were terrific. Look for the post play to get involved on the Tennessee end.
We'll watch for that in the second half of play as the Lady Vols lead by 6.
It's not always about what's on the scoreboard. It's about what's in your heart. Big 12 Conference student athletes are driven by what's in their heart, achieving on the field, in the classroom, in their hometowns. Ultimately, it comes down to this. Players have skills. Athletes and champions have heart. The Big 12 Conference.
The online store at Big12Sports.com is the #1 stop to get Big 12 merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the Big 12 gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Big 12 gear, head to the online store at Big12Sports.com.
Can driving a brand new Hyundai Sonata put you in the holiday spirit? Or do the holidays make it more fun to drive the Sonata? Now during Hyundai holidays, you can lease the Sonata for just $199 a month. From everyone at Hyundai, happy holidays.
This week, save thousands during the year-end sale.
Let's get...
Can I help you?
This car's kind of rough.
It's just been broken in.
With a sledgehammer?
Do you guarantee this truck? I guarantee to get you home if you live 3 blocks away. I'm going to clean cars. You kids are killing my business.
Good. Come to Clean Cars, where we don't judge you on your credit.
Over the past 12 years, 2,500 athletes have attempted the Ninja Warrior course. Only 3 have ever succeeded. But now, the question is asked, can any American conquer the course? American Ninja Warrior continues Wednesday at 7, only on G4. We are Sports Out!
Welcome back to the Irwin Center in Austin, Texas, where the 8th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols lead 48-42 at the half. We'll be back with the second half of play in just a few moments.
When they stand side by side, an athlete is an athlete, and only one thing separates them: the colors of their uniforms. The Big 12 Conference partners with Special Olympics because we share common values, like the spirit of competition, courage, and acceptance. The Big 12 Conference and Special Olympics, side by side in the game of life.
These are 150-watt high-intensity halogen lamps. They really light up the house. Our electric bill is high, so, you know, one of our kids may not get as big a present as they wanted. We take them outside and say, look at that, and smile.
In a season marked by overindulging and overspending, Acura introduces the concept of oversaving. Test drive a new Acura during the Season of Reason sales event.
Take advantage of attractive lease rates on the 2010 Acura TSX for well-qualified customers.
You care to dance?
With both of you?
He's just my helping hands. When you buy one original chicken sandwich at Burger King, you get a second one free. My hands are full with juicy premium chicken.
I don't know, this just doesn't feel...
Let's just go with it.
It's a hands full. Buy one original chicken sandwich, get one free, only at Burger King.
technology in harmony. Control your devices with a single remote. The Logitech Harmony. One touch changes everything.
Welcome back to Austin, Texas, where the 8th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols lead 48-42. We are about to start the second half, and standing by on the sidelines just a few moments ago, Debbie Antonelli with Pat Summit.
Coach Summit, when you look at the stat sheet, what's the first thing you notice about your team?
Well, if we don't do something with Nash, we're not going to win this ball game. And I don't know why that we aren't more turned in or tuned in to what we have to do. And I think coming out at halftime, I think we have a better understanding.
One of the things you told me before the game was that you had a lot more size inside. You're going to try to establish some play with the back to the basket. How about scoring some points in the paint?
Well, we obviously need to do that. We need to get the ball inside more. And, I think if Kane can go and Brewer can go a little bit more, Glory didn't come out ready to play, and that really hurt us. And hopefully we are all focused now, and it'll be a different second half. It better be.
All right, Coach, thank you.
It better be. And both coaches talked about shutting down these two players.
Well, they've been terrific. I mean, they have been outstanding. They have done a nice job of finding their offense. No forced shots, all within the system. And I cannot wait to see who's going to be guarding Kathleen Nash to start the second half, because whoever it is going to be in probably a face guard, no touch, no catch situation. And Bjorklund, you better find her in transition. I can't wait to see who's guarding Bjorklund to start the second half.
Well, both teams have just come off a week of final exams on campus. This is the big test of the afternoon, though, as Strickland gets things started for Tennessee.
It's a gamble and a risk to trap the Wings with the size of Tennessee, but one that Gail Gessenkorse is willing to take to speed the pace of the game up and to try to create 100 possessions.
Well, and you mentioned who will be defending Nash and Bjorklund. Both teams coming out in a zone to start the second half of play. Into the trap. That's a freshman mistake, and she steps out of bounds.
When you drive the baseline, you don't pick up the basketball. Not with that size of Tennessee. That's 6'3" and 6'2", and that's little Chastity Fizel, just a freshman at 5'10". You don't want to get stuck down there.
Strickland out top, over to Williams. Simmons is running the baseline for Tennessee. There's that touch inside. The kick out to Williams.
The other thing I expect, Tennessee -4 on the glass at the half. That means,
happens.
No, that doesn't happen very often. And they're going to have to do a better job on the boards.
Rims in and out. Johnson, another rebound. They're going to erase that rebound deficit on this play.
So quick off her feet. Bouncy is Glory Johnson.
Right out of the halftime locker room, Tennessee gets its largest lead of the afternoon, 10 points. As Fizel that time draws the foul on the drive.
Fizel crossing up Bjorklund right here. Look how she gets her head and shoulders by the shoulders of the defender. That's one of the things that makes her so good. You know, when you talk about power teams, Texas is not a power front line post team. They are a power perimeter team. All their guards good off the bounce, very good in the combo position and scoring, handling, and when you've got this many guards that can handle against pressure, it gives you a chance to attack.
Chastity Fizel, a 74% free throw shooter, and a look at the leading scorers for both teams. Fizel gets both to go down to draw within 8. Ashley Gale, playing with only one foul from the first half, gets that block. The pass in transition to Fontenette.
Not does she block it, but she blocks it to keep it in play and start the break.
Glory Johnson asking for it right back on the block, challenging Gale.
Okay, that's what you have to do. That's 2 fouls on Ashley Gale. That will be something that we keep an eye on because she's the only size they have. The block, and look at Fizel right up the floor without even putting it on the deck. They finish with a layup. It's a terrific job of attacking off your defense. That's manufacturing offense. She was the second best shot blocker in the Big 12 last year behind Brittany Griner. Well, Brittany Griner was the best shot blocker in the country, so that's saying something.
Gale set a Texas single season shot block record.
2-2-1. The skip pass has been open all day. You know, that's the thing. You can play through it or you can play over it. And Texas is playing over the top of Tennessee's pressure. Backside, making buckets.
Fizel now joins Fontenette and Kat Nash in double figures for Texas.
This was one of my winning strategies. Score on the backside of pressure, and that's exactly what Texas has been able to do. It doesn't matter what kind of defense we've seen extended by Tennessee. Texas has had success taking a peek, having great spacing, and being able to make the right read.
For the Horns, number 11, Chelsea Bass for Yvonne Anderson.
Yvonne Anderson goes to the bench with 3 fouls.
Much out of Megan Simmons. I'm going to tell you right now, this kid can score, and she can score in a hurry. If she gets the hot hand, along with Bjorklund, that's a tough backcourt to defend.
Simmons has 10 points for the Lady Vols. As Texas continues to work against the zone, Strickland off the leg of Kat Nash and forces another turnover.
What a tremendous hustle play by Shekinna Strickland. The drive, she catches, and you can't call timeout in that situation. The only thing you can do is try to bounce it off Nash. It's a heads-up play.
There's nothing Kat Nash could do. Strickland with the jumper. Texas ball.
See, I don't like Shekinna Strickland coming off of that and fading instead of turning and squaring and shooting it at the rim or going towards the basket. Tennessee really hasn't taken advantage of scoring points going to the rim.
Texas taking their time to get into the offense. Bass saw Ashley Gale on the backside, didn't put enough air under it.
That's back-to-back turnovers for the freshman Bass.
Simmons for 3. Gets it to go.
Wide open. Defensive miscommunication in transition.
A freshman from Texas now with 14 points. Fizel, the freshman from Tennessee for Texas, answers.
With range. Well, this crowd is really quiet right now for Texas. I thought that 3 might have got them off their feet.
Johnson can't get it to go. Strickland with another offensive board for Tennessee. Simmons. And the foul underneath by Glory Johnson.
Simmons, miscommunication, wide open, plenty of time. No white jerseys within 15 feet. And then Fizel, same thing. You better come out and contest me a little further out because I've got range.
Back screen for Kat Nash, back to Fontenette.
Well, that's a good looking play though. They run the flex, they get the flare, and then get a wide open shot.
The fans enjoying Fizel's hustle after the ball. "12 seconds on the shot clock."
So far, they're just passing around the perimeter. They got to get something going north and south. There it is right there. Nice high-low. Good entry away from the D.
Ashley Gale now with 6 points for Texas. Texas draws within 6. Williams.
Yeah, I don't like that shot selection at all. Not a good time.
3-on-3, Fontenette takes it. Blocking foul called on Bjorklund. Bjorklund picks up her second. As Texas was able to draw within 6 with a nice interior pass over the top to Ashley Gale. 15:08 to go in the game.
Longhorn fans, it's time.
Lightning fast, lightning strong. Verizon 4G LTE. Rule the air on the most advanced 4G network in the world.
Know the new car you want? Request a free price quote at vhix.com and get competing bids from local dealers without ever leaving your couch. vhix.com, your online resource to find your ride. Still deciding on a new car? Watch video test drives by Wheels TV on vhix.com.
Nearly everything we buy, use, or sell is transported by truck. Trucks are important to this country, and the folks who drive them are good, hard-working people. But when big trucks are involved in accidents, the results can be serious. We're often quick to lay blame, but the truth is, it's complicated. We'll help you sort it all out. So get a lawyer and get it done. Call Hughes & Coleman, 1-800-489-6000.
Tennessee leads by 6, and one of the people in the arena that got the most attention before the game, former Lady Vol great Candace Parker in the house.
Responsible for a couple of national championships for Pat Summitt, holding her daughter Layla. You see she won the Naismith Trophy and 2 national championships, a member of the Olympic team in 08, and recovering from an injury, getting ready to go overseas. I had a chance to see her yesterday at practice. She worked out with the team a little bit. She looks like she's ready to head back to Russia.
Her first season in the WNBA, both the Rookie of the Year and the Player of the Year, before taking time off to have Layla. And then Mickey DeMoss, who is a longtime assistant at Tennessee, has been at Texas the last 3 years and now back on the Tennessee bench.
This is her 19th year at Tennessee, 7 years away as a head coach at Kentucky, and as you said, here through Gail Gestencourt's first 3 years. And with Holly Warlick and Pat Summitt and Dean Lockwood and Mickey DeMoss, it's kind of like they got the band back together again over there. The band is back.
It is. I gave Mickey DeMoss a hard time down in the Virgin Islands. I said she was just finding the team that was going back to the Virgin Islands. She went there with Kentucky and with Texas, and now as Tennessee went back to the Paradise Jam, she's back with Tennessee this year.
Well, what she brings is a broader perspective now that she's been a head coach and an assistant somewhere else, and she brings that back to Pat Summitt, and Coach Summitt's very open about it. As we see Kane doing a nice job coming in the game, getting established, terrific position inside. Such a weapon on the interior.
She had gone out with the injury in the first half, but back on the court for the Lady Vols as they extend their lead to 7.
Nash really having a hard time finding offense right now. Tennessee really doing a good job keying on her.
8 seconds on the shot clock on this end, but Kane powering it in.
That's 6'6", one dribble move, going over her left shoulder. That is very difficult to defend.
Fontenette gets it up before the shot clock, and out in transition. Look how fast Simmons is.
Fast, fancy, and a lot of fun to watch. You know, there's some freshmen that are really good and have really started to establish themselves across the country, she being one. Erin Ellenberg at Oklahoma, I saw her put 35 on Ohio State last week.
Amazing performance.
Shanae Ogumake at Stanford is terrific. And don't forget Bria Hartley at Connecticut. Of course, they just continue to roll.
Kane with the follow-up and put back.
Kane beating everyone else down the floor, and for Texas, that should never happen. And that's part of the reason why Gail Gestencourt is calling a timeout. Right now, her team looks fatigued.
Tennessee extends its lead to tie the biggest of the game with an 11-point lead, and Gail Gestencourt is going to get together with her assistant coaches. We mentioned on our last broadcast we're featuring the assistant coaches throughout this season, and Gail Gestencourt has a great crew on her bench.
Gail Valley has been with me from day one at Duke University, and so it's been, 19 years now that she's been my assistant. She understands me, she knows me, and she's the perfect assistant because she knows what I need, when I need it, how I need it. She is in charge of shooting. She breaks down their shots. They have to meet with her twice a week and watch video and work on their shooting. LaKale Malone is a rising star in the game of women's basketball. She's going to be a great head coach someday. High energy, tremendous recruiter, gets on the floor. She's in charge of our rebounding efforts, out of bounds plays, special situations. So she's somebody I think she's going to be a head coach within a few years, I think, and she's going to be special. And then Ron Huey is the newest addition to my staff. Great energy. I put him in charge of the defense. We're going to be pressing a lot more. We'll be running some more zones this year because we are thin in that post area, and we're going to have to protect our posts a little bit. I think part of our physical play that we're now implementing is due to him because he's very physical, and he wants us to get a little bit more physical, and this league is brutal, and it's very physical.
Let's say something about this league because it is brutal. And Gail Gestencourt's first year here, she went 7-9, 8-8 the next, 10-6 last year. I want to compare this to her first 3 years at Duke. She went 3-13 her first year, 7-9 her second, 10-6 her third, the identical record to what she had at Texas last year. After that, here's what you need to realize, and this is what Texas fans need to understand. Gail Gestencourt went on to build a dynasty at Duke. 4 Final Fours, 2 national championship games. In the 15 years that she was a head coach at Duke, she lost only 55 ACC games. Her first 3 years, she lost 28 games. 27 games after that. That's where the dynasty began. And if Texas fans will be patient, the 1985 national champion that's celebrating their 25th year this year, they'll have a chance to maybe celebrate another.
Well, they are rebuilding. Each of the 3 years Gail Gestencourt has been here, they've been to the NCAA tournament. Haven't advanced as far as they would like or any of the fans here would like.
Well, no one holds themselves to a higher expectation than Gail. She'll be the first to say that there's some things that we need to do better. But her recruiting has gotten better, and the players have really bought into her system, and that's so important.
Anderson rings up a 3 for Texas to chip into that lead.
And just to button that up, Brenda, it's not easy to come in here and replace a legend. Jody Conrad. I say this all the time. If there was a Nobel Peace Prize for basketball, Coach Conrad would have won it. No question in my mind. She means that much to our game and to where our game is now and why it's gotten to this point.
A legend in the game. We had a chance to talk to Fran Harris at halftime about Jody Conrad's impact, not only on the Texas program, but women's basketball overall.
Another great defensive stop by Ashley Gale allows Nash to get a good look from 3.
Williams pulls up in traffic, uses the glass.
And that's a much better decision by Kamiko Williams. Fizel got stuck on that baseline early in the first half. And here's something the young freshman's going to have to learn. She's a terrific three-point shooter. If she's open outside the arc, I believe Coach G wants her shooting instead of turning it over.
What a shot by Kelly Kane in transition.
When she came out of the locker room while I was standing down there, I asked her if she was okay. Can you go? She said, absolutely, I'm fine. She's been bothered by some back issue, but she scored 3 baskets here in the second half, and 2 of them have been in transition.
Giving Tennessee their largest lead of the game, and then she gets the shot block on that possession. So Tennessee leading by 12 with 11:59 to go in the game. Their biggest lead as Tennessee has got it going in transition to extend the lead.
This season, let's lose the foe. No fake trees. No phony trucks. Just real proven power. The kind that comes from the legendary Ram. Just in time for the holidays. Announcing the Ram Big Finish of 2010.
I'm Joe Bunn. I want to see the most college basketball. So I ordered ESPN Full Court.
I get up to 30 out-of-market games per week.
The top conferences.
Key matchups.
Games that you can't get anywhere else.
And the games I want to see.
Contact your local pay-per-view provider to order the regular season offer today.
Hello, I'm Jim Carroll, the founder of Carroll. I want to thank you for your support since 1985. We are growing at 20% per year. We employ 1,500 caregivers, and we are successful because we employ compassionate, caring people to take care of you and your loved ones. If you or a loved one need home health care, call Carroll.
You're watching Sports South.
The 8th-ranked Tennessee Lady Vols opening it up a bit. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And here's a big reason why.
Well, Pat Summitt told us they needed to get more touches to the paint. Well, they're going inside, and they're doing a great job of offensive rebounding and getting in transition as well. Here's Simmons, a layup. And then you're going to see Kelly Kane make some layups. I mean, it was a terrific job of running the floor and running hard. All Kelly Kane needs to do is run right down Main Street. And when you do that, you get rewarded.
And she has. See the disparity in the fast break points. That's something that Texas wanted to be able to take advantage of. Angie Bjorklund had 20 points in the first half for Tennessee. Hasn't scored, but hasn't needed to. Megan Simmons now with 16 and Kelly Kane with 8 for the Lady Vols.
Well, and for Texas, Kat Nash had 16 and has not scored in the second half. Tennessee is locking her down.
Fontenette now has 13 in the game.
4 Texas guards in double figures.
Kane taking her time, challenging Gale. Can't get it to go.
Look at Ashley Gale throw the long outlet also to get the break going.
Doesn't have the numbers, but Fontenette challenges. And the turnover.
Ashley Fontenette does a great job of attacking right here, but this is Kelly Kane's hustle. She makes the defense, or she tries to score at the rim, and then she sprints back down and becomes a factor on the defensive end. See, that's the kind of effort that Pat Summitt is looking for out of her 6'6" center.
Tennessee facing the man defense now. Strickland out top, challenging Kat Nash. Picks up her dribble, 8 seconds on the shot clock.
And Kelly Kane just couldn't hold off the seal. Sometimes perimeter players need to take one more dribble to improve their angle to make the entry.
7 on the shot clock. Bjorklund in traffic. Fontenette pushes ahead to Feazell. A lot of ball up top, but body down below, and Megan Simmons picks up the foul.
A good job by Texas to push. Feazell, look at this body right here. This is a freshman on freshman, 2 of the best in the country. Right here, I'm not sure Fontenette shouldn't have kept it herself because Simmons was at a different angle defensively, and that's when you have a little stutter. Make the defense commit.
Feazell now with 14 points. The freshman out of Troy, Tennessee.
She's not missed from the free throw line today either. Easy scoring opportunities is what Texas needs to be looking for right now. They've got to make their free throws. They've got to get every hustle point that they can get. They've got to limit Tennessee to one shot opportunity. Finish off the defense.
Simmons gets a clean look, can't get it to go, and Feazell comes away with it.
See, that's the wrong person to give it to on the break.
Ashley Gale out in transition, wisely pulled it up and got it to a guard. Cross court to Anderson, short. Kelly Kane down on the Tennessee end. Texas player was down on the other end, but pops up. And immediately Jenny Moshak out to take a look at Kane.
Kelly Kane has been bothered by a bad back. She's had some knee issue this year. She has 8 points right now, and she has not scored in double figures yet this season. See, Fizell does a nice job of boxing her out. Looks like her, well, it's hard to speculate if it was her knee or if it was her back.
Being taken off the court by Dean Lockwood and Jenny Moshak.
Well, not only do they need Kelly Kane to finish this game, but I'm sure Coach Mulkey is watching from her home in Waco, knowing that that kind of size, Tennessee will need to to be a factor against Brittany Griner, her 6'8" sophomore center, All-American candidate.
And I know that
that's a back issue right there is what we're seeing with Kelly Kane trying to get stretched out.
Tennessee leads by 8. Texas has never led in the game today. It was tied at 11. They've drawn to within 1 or 2 a couple of times, but Tennessee has maintained the lead and extends it there.
High arcing over the shot blocker. That's a big time play right there by Kamiko.
Nash, her first shot attempt, I believe, of the second half.
It's the first time she's going to get to the free throw line in this half. Look at Kamiko Williams off of 2 feet with the shot blocker, Gale, coming out to contest.
2 shots.
She's a player that Pat Summitt said in the past did not fight through fatigue as well as she has this year. She's been much tougher for Pat Summitt this season.
And it has resulted in more playing time and a productive, efficient line for Kamiko Williams.
Kat Nash made her first. That's her 18th point, only her second point of the second half.
Texas really extending that trap. See, the skip pass is open. There it is, Bjorklund.
Passed it up. Strickland muscles up for the rebound. And if that's on Ashley Gale, it is. That's her third.
Shakina Strickland is going to offensive rebound this basketball and then find a lane to the rim. Uses the bounce to regather. Pump fake. Terrific move inside by the point guard, the shooting guard, the small forward, and the power forward for Tennessee.
She can do it all for Tennessee. She was an 82% free throw shooter last year, but only shooting 68% from the line this season.
Like Bjorklund and Kelly Kane, she's on the Wade Trophy list, the Wooden list, and the Naismith Award list. They are really doing an excellent job in the zone against Kat Nash.
Nash battling for that rebound. Texas trying to chip away the lead for Tennessee, 9. Fontenette pulls the trigger, can't get it to go, but the foul, was it on the shot or after the shot? By Simmons, must be after the shot because Kantner pointing to the sideline that Texas will inbound it. Sorry, the foul was on Angie Bjorklund. Her third. Nash gets inside the D. Anderson attacking. And Bjorklund comes away.
Get it out of the net and push the other way quickly. Tennessee doing a good job getting back in transition.
Texas just not able to get it to go, but not for the lack of hustle.
And Bjorklund's going to pick up her fourth.
Tennessee foul charge to number 5, into Bjorklund, that is her fourth.
Megan Simmons in the open floor is electric. She can fly. They rebound it and then they push.
Has 18 points now in the game. Bjorklund going to go to the bench as Tabor Spaney replaces her.
Bigger and bigger as they go to the bench does Tennessee get on the floor.
$11 points now for Anderson. 4 players in double figures for the Longhorns.
Her dad, Mike, the head coach at Missouri, is supposed to be here today. I didn't get a chance to see him, but they're having a really good season in Missouri on the guys' side. Coach Anderson.
He doesn't get to see very many of her games. In person, anyway. Shot clock already down to 10 seconds. In traffic, out to Spaney, the lefty connects.
And Glory Johnson makes a great read off the double team. Spaney sets her feet.
Fazell tries to answer, can't get it to go, and Simmons off to the races. But a move around Fazell, can't get it to go. Spaney in traffic. No, and Strickland finally cleans it up.
Long rebound allows the transition. You know what? You just got to like the spirit that Megan Simmons plays with. I'm going to tell you right now, Pat Summit loves it.
What's not to love? She is out like a shot out of a can in every fast break.
And she's going to get her match on Tuesday with Odyssey Sims at Baylor. That's another good freshman guard in the country that is doing a terrific job for Coach Mulkey's team.
Simmons patting her head, calling her own number here. 18 points for Simmons. Using a lot of the shot clock on every possession here. 7 seconds on the shot clock, all by herself with Strickland, but then Texas collapses. Anderson weaving through traffic, nowhere to go.
And Texas starting to look a little tired right now. Not as sharp, not playing on a straight line. Turning it over, sloppy passes.
17 turnovers for Texas. Fazell can't get there quickly enough and picks up the blocking foul.
You referee the defense. It's the hardest call to make, but this is the right call. Fazell not there in time. It's a dangerous point right here for Texas as Tennessee is on the run, doing a great job on the glass.
This week, it's the Pep Boys Holiday Savings Event. Right now, buy any 3 installed tires and get the 4th tire free. That's right, buy 3, get the 4th tire free. Through Sunday, get holiday deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Get a 10-piece garage kit, just $59. Get half off a 12-volt mini air compressor. You pay just $20. Or get a Peak Jump Start for only $14.98 each.
Pep Boys does everything for less.
I had no idea you wrote.
So who are your influences?
The mom who wrote Twilight.
There's a guy who claims he has the secret to the Bermuda Triangle.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Gulliver's Travels.
You got me in the diaper and the dress. I'm not doing tea time with you. Tea time for tea!
Rated PG in 3D.
It's not about being a man or a woman. It's about being an athlete and a student. Big 12 Conference female athletes are fierce competitors. They are gifted students. They are heroes in their communities. They define the word champions, both men and women. The Big 12 Conference.
Tennessee offense is rolling, and their defense has held Texas without a field goal in 5 minutes as the 8th-ranked Lady Vols lead 81-64 with 6:38 to go. Welcome back to the Irwin Center. I'm Brenda Van Lingen along with Debbie Antonelli. And Tennessee has really extended the lead in the last 5 minutes.
They've locked down on defense. Texas has turned it over. It has allowed Pat Summitt's team to get out on the break, which is something that they do very well. They're big, they're long, and they're utilizing their speed and length right here as they start to separate from Texas. 2-3 zone by Tennessee. We've seen a lot of zone out of Pat Summitt, which is something that we hadn't seen until the last couple of years out of her team.
It is nearly impossible to pass over the defense with Glory Johnson in the middle.
I don't think that's what Coach G drew up in the timeout.
11-1 run right now for the Lady Vols. Nash ran right into the Lady Vol, and that gives them an extra opportunity.
They are just pounding. They are dominating the paint right now. They are crashing the glass. So you got to make a choice about crashing the glass. Either you go to the boards or you give up something in transition. And Pat Summitt utilizing her size to go to the glass.
Nash rings up a three.
Her first three of the second half. And a nice screen on the baseline by Ashley Gale. Texas switching on all screens right now.
Glory Johnson lets it get away. Attacking Ashley Gale gets it to go. Fazell trying to get back in this with threes. And Tennessee off to the races again. Tennessee had Kelly Kane go to the floor earlier. The report is a right hip contusion. She is still laying on the floor on the baseline. Fontenette gets it to go.
Switch to the left. You just wonder if Ashley Fontenette will have the stamina with a short bench that Coach G has over there, if she can keep it up.
Fontenette with 15. Glory Johnson continuing to go to work, but Gale rejecting that one.
Ashley Gale showing some competitive fire inside. Glory Johnson trying to post inside, trying to back Gale into the rim. Got to bring a pump fake to the shot blocker.
Only 6 seconds on the shot clock. Spaney gets it to go.
Yeah, Tabor Spaney has gotten much better off the bounce this year, particularly the step back. Another threat off the bench. Another All-American off the bench in Tabor Spaney.
Timeout, Texas.
Tennessee continues to roll here in the second half. 88-69 here at the Irwin Center. 4:09 to go in the game as we just take a 30-second timeout. As each of the Big 12 teams thinks about playing Baylor, Tennessee's going to play Baylor next. What do the Big 12 teams have to look at in order to contend with #1 Baylor?
Here's a few things I think, Brenda, that a team has to have. And for A&M, they've got to be able to grind it out defensively with Baylor. They have a veteran backcourt to play the pace Gary Blair wants to play, and they can score from multiple positions. That's a formula for potentially beating Baylor. Oklahoma three-point shooting, a lot of weapons, and Danielle Robinson is terrific in transition and finding all those. They can score from multiple positions. And for Texas, they've got a diversified perimeter attack. They're very good off the bench. They've got Ashley Gale's length. They contend with Brittany Griner in the inside. 5 players in double figures, so they have the offensive firepower. And then Iowa State, size to defend the middle. They've got the 3-ball that makes you rotate and chase them all over the floor, and they can score. Bill Fenley already has a win over Brittany Griner. Or should we say Kim Mulkey? I don't know. It's kind of like how do you beat Griner is really not just how you beat Baylor. That's just a couple of things in the Big 12 that I think they'll give those teams a chance to take down the top dog.
It's going to be tough, especially with Melissa Jones healthy, as Tennessee will go back after losing to Baylor in the Sweet 16 last year. They have the opportunity to go to Waco on Tuesday. But right now, Tennessee leads Texas 88-69. 3:39 to go.
As athletes and students, they dreamed of victory and achievement. As soldiers and citizens, they dream of freedom and prosperity. But it's not about the dream. It's how you live that dream. So, to the men and women of the armed forces, the Big 12 Conference and its 12-member institutions salute you. Thank you, because by living your dreams, you give us the freedom to live our dreams. The Big 12 Conference. Live the dream.
The online store at Big12Sports.com is the #1 stop to get Big 12 merchandise. With thousands of items, you'll find all the Big 12 gear you need in one place. You'll find the best selection, great customer service, and fast 3-day shipping for only $4.99. You'll also get an easy and enjoyable experience designed to help you find exactly what you're looking for. So if you want the best place to get Big 12 gear, head to the online store at Big12Sports.com.
It's our most anticipated event of the year. Nissan's year-end sales event, delivering holiday offers on Nissan quality, fuel efficiency, versatility. Get 0% financing on Altima for 60 months or get $1,275 total savings on Rogue. Hurry, event ends soon. Visit ChooseNissan.com or see your local Nissan dealer today and bring innovation home for the holidays.
Tennessee leads by 19 in Austin. A big part of the reason, the freshman from Cibolo, Texas, Megan Simmons.
Simmons with 9 first-half points has been very effective in the open court here in the second half. Does a nice job of running the floor and finishing 7 for 17, 18 points in 30 minutes of play for the freshman. She's 2 for 8 outside the arc. She takes on many nights the most shots, but it's something that Pat Summitt, along with her teammates, are very comfortable with, because Megan simply puts in the time before the lights come on and the 40-minute clock starts running. That's the kind of effort she brings and the kind of passion to her game that she brings.
Her 10th consecutive double-figure game, and she played on Candace Parker's Aces All-Star team. Candace in the house tonight, played on that All-Star team, and that's how Pat Summitt really found out what a great player she was. Candace said, you need to take a look at this kid. Debbie was trying to delay action in the game here as the ball came over.
I was just giving him a chance to take a breath.
That was good. There's always a thought behind your action. Strickland going to work.
And look at Ashley Gale falling down, still makes the outlet pass. So she might not be as effective a scorer, but she does so many other things that make Texas's defense tough. And there's a freshman mistake.
4-on-1.
D'Amico Williams.
Second half has been dominated by Tennessee's length and their athleticism. They've played mostly zone, and Texas really struggled to score against it. Couldn't get Nash going.
But Texas continues to attack. Draws the foul that time on Strickland. Since Gail Gestenkors came to Texas, has not lost a non-conference home game. Likely that streak will end today.
I thought their game plan in the first half was terrific, and part of the reason why they were within striking distance. I also think Ashley Gale, playing every minute of this game, staying out of foul trouble, has been something to build on. You know, Ashley Gale got in a little bit of trouble at Michigan State, picked up her 3rd foul and a technical foul, which put her to the bench about the 15-minute mark in the second half of the Michigan State game. She had to learn a valuable lesson from that. I think she's learning today that her presence on the floor is very important to Texas.
And that's something she didn't do last year, was so often in foul trouble for Texas. But the maturity evident today. The steal. Fontenette can't get it to go. The hustle plays, the effort plays there for Texas, but they just haven't been able to finish here in the second half.
Good defense by Nash.
Gale kicks out to Fontenette.
It's that simple. Early touch to the block sets up your three-point shooting.
18 points for Fontenette. Williams adding to the lead.
I started out the game talking about Kamiko Williams going from the doghouse to the penthouse. We see why Pat Summitt stays on her because of her skill. So good with the ball in her hands. Learning, you know, playing by instinct, that's one thing. But in order to get your game to the next level, you have to understand analytically what is important, why you're doing things. And Pat Summitt spent a lot of time with Kamiko trying to get her to understand.
The sophomore making great strides. Nash, who only has one field goal in the first half. And you talked to Pat Summitt at halftime. She said, if we don't contain Nash, we're not going to win. They contain Cat Nash and everybody else for Texas.
I've learned from Pat Summitt, it's not what you teach, it's what you emphasize. And when you go into the locker room with Pat Summitt at halftime, she's going to give you 2 or 3 things that you must do. Rebound, which they crashed the glass very well, it allowed them to transition, and they locked down Cat Nash.
The difference in the second half. Tennessee's going to walk out of here shooting 47% on the day. They held their turnovers to just 11, and 5 players in double figures.
It's an ambitious schedule for Gail Geston-Course. This is the 3rd ranked team that they've faced, and they are 0-3 against the ranked teams, but it will prepare them for conference play.
Tennessee now goes to Baylor and then plays Stanford on their grueling road trip. They get Stanford at home next Sunday. And that'll wrap it up as Tennessee comes out of Austin with the victory, the first non-conference home loss for Gail Geston-Course as Tennessee wins 92-77.
An impressive overall team win for Tennessee. 5 players in double figures, led by Angie Bjorklund's 20 first half points. And Kat Nash will finish with 21 points for Texas as she does a great job of keeping Texas in it with her long-range shooting. A great team win for the Lady Vols.
Pushing them to 9-1 as Kelly Kane walks off gingerly from the court. Texas falls to 5-3 with the loss. For Debbie Antonelli, this is Brenda Van Lengen saying, good afternoon from Austin, where our final score is Tennessee 92, Texas 77. Our next Big 12 women's hoop telecast is January 8th at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, when conference play begins. A top 20 showdown between number 16 Iowa State as they go to Waco and take on number 2 ranked Baylor Bears. Check your local